How to Make a Little Mermaid Cosplay Outfit by Ariel Stroh. The project inspiration is from a skirt with mermaid scales, a simple purple top, and a crown, because what's a princess without her crown? The first process of this outfit consists of clay molding. Small portions of the clay will be molded with use of your hands and a table. By rolling the clay out into multiple strips and spherical shapes, this will then be used to form the jewelry for the crown. Then the clay will be baked in the oven at 250 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 minutes. While the material may feel a little soft, it should not be left in any longer than 30 minutes. Otherwise, the molded shapes could become brittle. While the clay molding cools, the second process can begin, which includes thermoforming. This process consists of a wood frame, a container that has a piece of pegboard that is taped down to the container to cause an airtight seal all around except through the peg holes, and one side of the container will need a hole for the attachment of the shop vac. The thermoplastic material will need to be stapled onto the wood frame so that it can safely be melted in the oven at 200 degrees Fahrenheit for about 1 minute. The material will be ready to form onto the objects once it begins to bow in the oven. As the material is removed from the oven, it will then be placed onto the pegboard box with the seashells that have been previously placed accordingly. Then the shop vac will turn on to remove all air, causing an airtight seal between the material and the seashells. From the thermoforming, the next process includes finishing and painting. From thermoforming, the seashell will move into the next process, which includes painting them. Since the material starts out as a seashell sheet, each seashell will need to be individually cut out before they can be painted. Once each piece is cut out from the sheets, then the painting process can begin. Both the thermoformed pieces and the clay molded pieces from the first process are to be painted. The seashell will be painted to resemble real shells, while the clay pieces will resemble jewels and gold for the crown. The last process is to use a sewing machine to sew the skirt. All sides of the skirt will be sewed for uniformity. A waistline will be sewed with an elastic band so that it is form-fitting in the waist, but also flowing in length. Also, the finished seashells will be hand-sewed into the purchased top for an added embellishment, but also to resemble the Little Mermaid seashell top. The finished product included one skirt, a form-fitting purple top with thermoformed seashell accent pieces, and one crown made from molding clay.